I'm an Aquarius. I've searched for truth the long way, not shortcuts. I didn't take the high road as suggested. Maybe I did. But that road looked like this. This road behind Mona Lisa. This long Emmaus road. The valley of the shadow of death. I had to see the truth for my own eyes and experience it myself. I went to hell and back. I searched for the truth in language, in symbols, in the words that make up the language. There's energy in them, and I weighed every word, every dotted I. The I is the person with the head, the intelligence on top. Every crossed T, a T representing the cross, the crossroads. It's an intersection there. Every symbol that was written on the cave walls before we developed language, civilizations, developed sounds for all these symbols. When they're all put together, there's a hidden meaning in these languages. That's why they're called spellings, the spellings of them, and spells is where that meaning originates from, because words aren't neutral, they carry charge. We're taught to read in school, they teach kids to read words for meaning, but where they fail humanity is they don't teach us to read energy. We're not taught energy. But every symbol ever put together to form language creates a current strong enough to move crowds, start wars, build gods. Tonight isn't about belief. It's about how belief is engineered. You see, language isn't just communication. It's instruction. When you speak, you're not just sharing an idea. You're activating a pattern. That's why there's patterns in language, music, poetry. That's why things are written in ways that it's kind of obscure to understand full meaning. But when you research words, letters, you're able to divulge a secondary meaning. What they said in the Bible, they use these words to make humanity think things mean one thing. I was able to apply them to myself because after having a death experience, I was able to see the silver lining. A lot of questions I had that didn't quite line up with the Bible, I was able to apply after I had my death experience. I was actually able to bring them to life and bring a real meaning to them. But everything's not as we were taught or as it seemed. We're taught to obey rules written by man, but the universe doesn't check grammar. It checks the frequency. Science already tells us that everything is vibration. Every substance breaks down into molecules, molecules into atoms, atoms of elements, atoms, what make up man. As it is above, so it is below. Every emotion that we have inside of us actually is a chemical combustion, like a reaction. So when we're being gaslighted, you're blowing off steam, you're releasing heat. When you're exercising, this is physiological. So this energy goes out into the earth, into the world. Influence peddling, the pipelines that run the energy wars. What is this over? It's over trying to regulate the energy coming off of the people, the humanity that they control. Because this is renewable energy manufactured by man, by your soul. Like, this is kinetic energy. This energy is more powerful than you know because of what's in our soul as we put out work. The eye can see and still not believe. You can show people images, evidence, history, and they'll doubt it. Even reading the Bible or God, people doubt it. Is there anyone up there? Why do I matter? Where did I come from? You can show people, but they'll doubt it if it doesn't match what they've been conditioned to expect. We trust images on screens, TikTok, Facebook, and half of them are AI. We trust those images more than our own perception. We trust authority more than intuition. The government tells you one thing, you trust this. Somebody tells you one thing because you think that they have the power. You trust this more than that inner knowing. Your intuition telling you something wrong. Belief isn't about eyesight, it's about permission. What you've been given permission to believe. What comes out of the mouth matters. What comes out of the mouth defileth a man. The body is a receiver. Stress enters the body. If it's not released properly, if it's not broken down, it becomes cancer in the body, it becomes disease. That's why environment becomes chemistry. This isn't mysticism, it's biology. I studied biochemistry for my bachelor degree. The body records everything, every trauma, every pattern, every unspoken truth. And when we ignore that, the body will speak louder. When you keep in lies, when you internalize things. I realized I was a healer when I would take in energy that was around me, or things that I misconceived, and I wasn't processing it correctly. Your kidney process things that come in your body and it filters them out. Information works the same way. This energy that comes in words that are spoken to us, if we don't process them the right way, break them down, reverse the spell, alchemize the energy, and use it for our own good, if we don't break down this information, process it, and make the corrections, we will continue to believe lies. We'll continue to have disease. We'll continue to live in poverty, unfairness. The world will continue like this because we're not taking the information, processing it with our own intuition, aligning it, balancing it. We've got to put the truth out there, or we will continue to die, because this is the seed cancer in the world. In math, a function without purpose collapses. It's literally called undefined if something is not true. Same with the soul and with the spirit. It's the sine, cosine, and tangent. If you're real, you have a number. No power, no output. The same is true for people. Distraction isn't accidental. A distracted mind is easier to steer. So when they distract you with entertainment, outrage cycles, endless consumption, addiction, these things are all designed to keep you busy, keep you from the truth, keep you unaware, because awareness changes behavior. If you're aware of something, but you keep doing something, you're insane. Awareness changes behavior, and behavior changes systems. If we change how we react to the things that we're told, how we accept them, it will break the illusion. You have to believe the truth. You have to be able to process things, look for the signs, feel your intuition, and know what the truth is. And not accept or swallow anything other than the truth for your own good. It starts in childhood. Loss is the first fracture. The first time you lose something you love, your body remembers. That moment when innocence meets impermanence, that's where the fracture first begins. This is where they start. This is where these fractures begin in our life. Trauma, unprocessed grief doesn't disappear, and systems that profit from control depend on unhealed people. That's why they break apart families. Without the truth, we're not able to properly understand why something happened, because we were taught to believe a lie. That can break us down, cause sickness, cause disease. Unhealed people seek authority. Healed people ask questions. When you begin to ask why, you're open to understanding how things work. Once you can understand the whole picture and all perspectives, all components of the big picture, then you know where you stand. Your absolute.